What's up guys? Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. I am happy to have you here. So today I'm going to go over a little bit of updates on what's going on with my keto stuff. I've been getting floods of DMs and messages and emails and stuff about, what my actual opinion on keto is, and, people don't seem to believe that I'm actually enjoying this. I don't know, people will DM me and they're like, yeah, but how do you actually like it? And I'm like, y'all, I'm telling the truth, I feel good. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that, and I'm gonna give you some updates on how I'm feeling. It's been 3 weeks, I think, since I've been doing keto. So I'm gonna give you some updates on how it's going. So first and foremost, I just want to say I'm very, 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 very thankful that I started this, because I'm feeling so much better, and it's helping with my disordered eating patterns and my disordered thoughts and being a slave to food so much, more than I thought it could. And it's only the beginning. It's only been 3 weeks, and I'm just amazed at how much this is helping me. I had mentioned previously, if you haven't watched my other video, it was my first week experience of starting keto. Go back and watch that so you can kind of see the starting point. And then to now, I started this because I want to really focus on my health and heal my body and try to heal my eating disorder and everything like that. So it's really amazing how much it's helping me with my eating disorder. I told you guys in that other video that I am such a slave to food, eating every 2 to 3 hours, constantly thinking about food, all the time, having insane cravings all the time, and just feeling tired and just hangry and all that stuff. And now that is gone. I went through the keto flu, obviously, and then now I'm not a slave to food anymore. It's amazing. And I'm still working on listening to my body and really figuring out what's best for me. I'm not tracking my macros or anything, and I'm not testing my ketones just because it's really expensive to do it. The blood monitoring thing is the most effective, and that's expensive, and I can't afford to do that. So but I'm pretty sure that I'm really getting fat adapted and that I am in ketosis, and I know that I think I know I'm in ketosis because I can go hours without eating and I'm fine. I don't get that hangry feeling. I don't feel this urgent need to eat, my blood sugar's dropping I felt previously, before I started this. So I can go 4, 5, 6 hours without eating and I'm fine. I won't even think about food. So that's a pretty good indicator that you're fat adapted and your body's just kind of chilling, and it's I got your back. So that is amazing. I'm not feeling like a slave to food anymore. I'm feeling super satisfied with what I'm eating, so full from the foods that I'm eating. I'm trying to make myself eat more just because I know I need to from a caloric standpoint. So I am trying to increase the amounts of what I'm eating, especially the amount of fat in my meals throughout the day. So that's something I'm really working on, and I don't know, I'm not a slave to food anymore, and it's awesome, and that's a win. That's all I need to say to make this video awesome. So, obviously I'm feeling really good in terms of mentality and the eating disorder stuff and everything like that. So that's been really good. As far as workouts go, y'all have probably noticed that I haven't uploaded a workout video in a long time. I don't know how long it's been. It's probably been a few weeks, but I actually have only lifted 4 times in the past 3 weeks. And that is not on purpose. I am hating it so much. And that's because I have this head pain thing going on, and basically I was doing an exercise and all of a sudden I had this shooting pain go up the back of my head. And it hasn't stopped. It kind of got worse and got up into my ear. It was in the top of my head, behind my eyes. It's kind of localized back down to the bottom of my head now. But I went to the doctor finally. They told me I had whiplash, and it was ridiculous nonsense. They prescribed me pain pills and I didn't take them because I knew that wasn't the problem, even though I was in pain. But Basically, I think it's just a nerve issue in the back of my head, like into my neck. So I'm really trying to focus on healing that, and that means no upper body workouts, because literally if I pick up a weight even to do leg exercises, that same shooting pain goes up there, and I have pain in the back of my head for days afterwards. So I'm being very, very careful. I can't run, I can't do like high impact stuff like jumping, or basically any impact or pressure irritates it a lot. So it's been so frustrating because y'all know that I love to work out. It's like one of my favorite things, and so that's been super, super challenging to not be able to work out. It's definitely getting better, but I'm just doing lower body, like really light workouts, and then doing very light impact cardio. So that's been very mentally hard for me to deal with. But what I was gonna mention to relate this back to the actual video is that I'm holding on to all of my muscle mass, and also like I haven't gained fat. Like, I mean, obviously I've gained a little bit of weight just because I'm like healing my body and actually eating enough, but it's like a healthy amount. It's not like I'm like getting fat or pudgy or anything like that. And it's actually proven that keto really helps you to maintain your lean muscle mass, and actually helps you build muscle a lot faster and more efficiently, just because of the way the ketones work in your system. So that's something I did want to mention, is that whenever you're, and this is like scientific, like if you listen to the Ketogenic Athlete podcast, they have doctors, scientists, athletes, professionals like on there, and they talk specifically about just athletics. And that's just one of the resources that I look at frequently because they're super, super credible. But they talk about how you don't have to work out as hard, and you don't have to put as much effort into things, because whenever you're in ketosis, your body just builds muscle a lot more effectively and holds on to muscle a lot more effectively. So, and I'm experiencing that firsthand. I haven't been able to lift. I've been doing a little tiny bit of legs, but literally like 5-pound weights, like nothing like I would normally do, and I'm holding all the same muscle. And I seriously don't think that I would have been able to hold the same tone, the same like lean body mass, the same muscle mass, if I had been doing like my standard diet before ketosis. So that has been something that has been really mind-blowing and really awesome, and just like mentally it's really helping me, because obviously I hate not being able to work out, but with this I'm like, hey, my body's got my back, and you know, it's all gonna be fine and dandy once I can get back into the gym. So that's been really, really helpful and really awesome. And I highly recommend that if you guys, I mean, I figure most of y'all are into fitness and lifting and all that if you watch my channel, but go check out that podcast if you're interested in how keto can work with strength training, endurance, CrossFit, like any type of exercise. The Ketogenic Athlete podcast is amazing because they have like every type of athlete on there. They have scientists, doctors, like professionals in every area, and they talk about how this works on a scientific level. So go check it out if you're curious. Last but not least, I wanted to talk a little bit about my energy and tiredness and stuff like that. So with keto, whenever you start it, you feel like crap like the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks, because your body is adjusting on a chemical, on a hormonal level. Like everything in your body is changing. You're going from being a sugar burner and your body completely relying on carbs to being a fat burner. And that takes a lot of adjustment, especially for females, because our bodies are so much more sensitive than men, because we have all these like hormones and craziness going on in our bodies. So it takes some time to adjust, but whenever you are fat adapted, the most common effect of keto is having super high energy and like steady energy throughout the day, like no afternoon crashes or anything like that. So that's like a huge benefit of keto. But in my case, I have not been experiencing that. And this was kind of like the first clue for me that something was going on, because I'm like, why am I not, like, my energy is just getting lower and lower and lower and lower. And I've always had super low energy for probably the past like 5 years. I live on caffeine. Like I'll have 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and then I'll have like a source of caffeine in the afternoon, and then I'll have pre-workout maybe for my pre-workout, and then, you know, that's pretty much every day. Like I have way too much caffeine, especially being the small person that I am, but that never seems to energize me. Like I just do it to get through the day. And this kind of got worse whenever I was going through my eating disorder stuff a few months back. But I've always had just horrible energy for like the past 5 years. I get sick really often. Especially after workouts, I pretty much crash like right afterwards. Like I feel really good, and then I literally crash like bad. And just I get sick really often, and my body just doesn't seem to like keep up with me, and it's so frustrating. This is kind of the first clue that my energy wasn't going up, because I'm eating more, I'm doing keto, my energy should be going up. And then I started hearing everyone talking about adrenal fatigue and like the podcasts that I was listening to, and I looked it up and I was like, I think that's what I'm dealing with. And I think I'm dealing with like stage 3 or 4. Obviously my videos, I act really peppy and happy, and I get like, you know, I make sure I look good, but I've been struggling lately. I mean, I put on so much concealer so I look awake in this video, but I have like bad circles under my eyes, like that I can never cover it up. And like it's been like I haven't been able to perform like I normally have with my job. Like I can't be awake enough to my brain to function properly, and it's really been affecting like my relationships. Like I'm just not there, and I'm just so tired, and I've been trying to prioritize my sleep. Like I've been getting 8 hours a night, and I have my 2 cups of coffee, and then I'm ready to go back to bed. Like that's a problem. So I really think that I am dealing with adrenal fatigue, like stage 3 or 4, which is the worst. There's different varying levels obviously, but I think I've been letting this go on for so long without really realizing there was an issue. Like I was just like, oh, I'm overtraining, like whatever, it'll be fine, you know. But I think it was at like a stage 1 or 2 about a year ago, and now I think it's like 3 or 4, because I'm really struggling. Like it's so hard for me to just function properly, and like I just am so tired and exhausted all the time, and just like I am always getting sick. Like I catch every sickness, and I have all this anxiety, and I'm having so much caffeine, and it just doesn't help. Like I don't ever feel energized, like ever. So I really think that that's what I'm dealing with, and it's so frustrating. So we're just gonna figure it out, and that's part of, you know, I'm really focusing on my health and healing my body right now, because this has to be fixed. Like I have to fix this, because it's only gonna lead to more problems. So that's my main #1 focus right now, is healing my body, fixing this adrenal fatigue, because I am done dealing with it. Like it's taking away from my life so much. So I can't let it keep happening. But you know, that's another thing that I can keep y'all updated on. And you know, I feel like a lot of people deal with adrenal fatigue, they just don't really know it. They just kind of feel like they're miserable all the time, and they just think that's normal, and it's not. So I'll just continue to keep y'all updated on how that's going. So, you know, and it's pretty sad because I'm only 20, I'm about to be 21, but I shouldn't be dealing with these things. Like, I'm freaking 20 years old, but I put my body through so much with the eating disorder, with overtraining, with doing bikini competitions. You know, those things really wrecked my body. I really disrespected my body, and now I'm paying for it. And I'm really young, and it's really sad that I'm dealing with these things, but like, I guess better now than like later down the road. Like I'd rather fix my body and then live an awesome life for the rest of my life. So, you know, it is what it is. But that's kind of what's going on. Those are my updates. I'm really hoping to get back into the gym soon. I just want to deadlift so bad, and like upper body, I miss it so much. So I'm really hoping to get back into the gym soon. But everything's going super, super, super well with keto, except for the fact that I'm dealing with this adrenal fatigue. But that wasn't caused from keto. Like, I've had this for a long time. I'm just now realizing that it's an issue. But it's great because the cure for adrenal fatigue is lifestyle changes and dietary changes. So that's exactly what I'm working on. So I'm already on the right track. So, you know, it's gonna be a process, whatever. But those are my updates. I'm talking absolutely way too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you made it this long, I love you and I appreciate you, and I will talk to y'all soon.